Hello, MULN family. Finally, we had a wonderful day today and saw some movement to the upside. Hopefully tomorrow we will break through $1. And I just wanted to give you a quick update on the Ortex information and quickly review what Fintel has to say and Market Chameleon to show you what the dark pool has. So remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Please do your own DD. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into this. So before we get into the nitty gritty, I just wanted to show you this funny article in Investor Place talking about why MULN stock is revving up today, which I do think it's a savvy title. However, it's kind of cheesy because they think that MULN is rallying higher on Monday as bulls hope to close MULN stock above $1. For real, guys, is that really why we're revving up? No, I think it's because the short interest is going up, and I think that it's very obvious with today's price action and all three indices being down. The last I saw, I'm not sure if they all closed down, but right around close, I had glanced over and saw they were all red. I'd have to double check that. But actually, no, it's at the top of my screen. They did all close red. Yet MULN's up, along with a lot of other heavily shorted stocks. So that's not the case. The reason that we're heading up, in my opinion, is because shorts see that the SPY is rallying in general and they need to cover. Okay, because they're getting called back, those shares. And that's what I think is starting to happen because it's quite obvious. Look at AMC and GME as examples. Now, the other thing that is actually a headline and is noteworthy of informing you about is that MULN just opened a new development center in Southern California. It's a 16,000 square foot facility and it's located in Irvine, California. So that center is going to include the engineering, design, and development, styling, program management, marketing, and finance teams. They also have another building in Monrovia, California, and that's a high voltage facility. And they're going to have their battery, powertrain, thermal, and infotainment teams there. So, I mean, MULN is growing. So please don't listen to the fudsters that say that, MULN is not a good investment, because I think this is like getting in on Tesla in the early days if everything proves true. And the only way we're going to know that is to buy and hold. So that's what I intend to do with my MULN. And let's take a look at what's going on as far as short interest goes. Okay, guys, we are currently at 15.7% short interest, which they did actually do a little bit of covering today, which again is probably why the price went up, right? So we ended up having them borrow 2.81 million shares, but they returned 4.51 million shares, which means that there was a negative 1.7 million shares, which still keeps our short interest well above 10%, which is huge. And guys, the cost to borrow is going up, which I think is what's causing them to start to cover, because the max is 78.22%, the minimum is 41.45%, with an average of 50.43%. So these numbers are starting to get a little bit juicier, in my opinion. I'd like to see that cost to borrow to continue to increase, and it should, as long as the price continues to go up. And like I said, I'm hoping that we can break through $1 tomorrow. Now, in my opinion, here's where things get good, guys. We traded 71 million shares today, which I think is phenomenal. And the dark pool trades accounted for 77% of those trades. Guys, you know what I say. This is absolutely unacceptable, and we really need change. We need market transparency, and we need to ban the dark pool because it's not being used for what it's intended for. It's being used to manipulate traders like our shares so that it looks like there's very little volume. The stock price doesn't move the way it should. They suppress it. It's a horrible, horrible, vicious pattern. And as you can see, this was substantially higher than the average, which has been 67% over the past 20 days. Now, as you can see, this information is slightly different, especially the dark pool interest, that is the dark pool volume that it shows. Currently, according to Fintel, our short interest is 15.83% with basically 1 day to cover, 0.99 days. And an off-exchange volume of 29,187,887 shares, showing a dark pool volume of 51.59%. Guys, as you know, that is not accurate because look at Market Chameleon, and I'm not sure why, but Fintel always has it significantly lower. Now, most importantly, I like using Fintel to show you the short shares available. So they have 150,000 shares to short only. That is substantially lower than where it's been at, guys. And according to Fintel, the latest cost to borrow rate is 44.7%. As you can see, 51.59% has been FINRA short volume. And I'm just going to show you the failures to deliver. So as you can see, compared to the way they had been shorting in April, it's substantially gotten less, which is actually a good thing because that means that they're gaining more faith in MULN. We're going to go to the 27th because those will be the short exempts that are going to be due to tomorrow on Tuesday. And as you can see, it's actually not that bad. 728,703. Today, as you can see, the price probably moved up because they owed 2,061,610. Because that was on the 24th. Although that might have been Friday. I'm not sure if they have to cover that Friday or Monday, guys. So I'm going to backtrack that. Let's just look at what's going forward for today, which should be 728,703 shares. Now, tomorrow, we have over 1 million shares due again, and same thing on Wednesday. But then, Thursday's a low day. Friday, we get up to 2,365,901 shares. So they got a little bit of covering to get done, guys. So I just wanted to show you that, and that's how I'm going to end it. I'm sorry that there hasn't been an update lately, but unless there's something really to talk about, then I don't like to say the same thing over and over again. But I hope you guys like what you saw. Please like and subscribe and come back for more. And as soon as we get some more information on MULN, I will be updating you. And I apologize, but I also missed the shareholders event. So if anyone wants to comment, if anything big happened below, I'd love it. But my best friend passed away last week. So it was a pretty bad week for me. Anyways, that's another reason why I didn't have much videos out. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.